Good afternoon and welcome to Monday's edition of the Warrior Daily. I'm Cameron Weidenthal, joined by women's basketball coach Carrie Lohr. Talk a little bit about Saturday's game at Indianapolis. Obviously, a very solid team. They were hot. Just one of those days.
Yeah, I guess I would say that. We hadn't played in a while. We had a lot of time off, but really those are just excuses. We have to be able to compete on the road, whether we had 13 days off or 3. So Indianapolis is a phenomenal team. They really shot the ball very, very well. I think their field goal percentage was like 54% from the floor, 50 from threes, and 85 from the free throw line. And, they just, kudos to them, whether we had a hand in their face or whether it was just a wide open look and a miscue, they put the ball in the hole. So they're a good team.
Talk about, as a coach, you've seen it before on your end too, where things just can snowball really quickly, and the score's not real indicative of the team. I mean, Indianapolis is good, so that was a little indicative of what they can do, but things can snowball quickly. Talk about, as a coach, how you're trying to counteract some of those things during a game.
That is so true, and with such I would say a young team, because this is a fairly new team when we brought 9 new people in, and we're trying to have some chemistry and learn, and then also, help them understand the game a little bit. It is a game of runs. The score was tied at about the 6-minute mark, 5-minute mark, closing out the half, and next thing you know, we have 2 bad possessions, and they knocked down some threes, and the momentum shifted, and with this young team, it seemed like it stunned us a little bit.
Especially right before halftime was interesting too.
Right
That's
before
an interesting
half,
dynamic.
Absolutely. So we're thinking we're in the game and we're feeling pretty good, and we're going to close out the half, and here they certainly close out the half on us. So learning curve for all of us, really, and for me is learning this team and trying to understand them and understand my rotation. There's certainly a lot of that goes back on me.
And then, what can, obviously this is a learning experience from the team, like you talk about, tough, non-conference road game against a top 25 team. That's got to strengthen the team for the long run.
I hope so. I mean, a year ago we were sitting at 0-2 at this point. We had lost to Lewis, we had lost to Edinburgh, and really, we're going to play people. We get 4 non-league games, that's it, and we're going to go play people. So, we played a team out of Pennsylvania that's been predominantly strong. Indianapolis, we're going to go to Bellarmine, and we're going to play 2 more GLBC teams. And, I'm not going to be afraid to play anybody. We've got to learn, we've got to get better, and we've got to prepare ourselves for GLIAC play. Certainly there's some things to be said about, scheduling maybe a lesser team and building confidence, but I have to figure out what our deficiencies are, and I'm not convinced that I'll figure those out against maybe a lesser opponent. So we, as long as I'm here, my goal is to play and try to get those Division II strong non-conference games.
Well, I'm sure the fans appreciate that too, so that's not a bad way to go about it. And then looking forward to this week, you have Tiffin on Thursday and Ohio Dominican on Saturday. Talk a little bit about those teams and what they bring to the table.
Tiffin right now is they're young. I guess I would say a little bit. They have 2 seniors, very similar to us. They have 3 freshmen that are, 3 out of 4 leading scorers are freshmen. So that's going to be, a new matchup for us. I think Coach Oswald just does a really good job with her players. They're always, ready to play. They're 3-1 right now. And they've certainly beaten some people. So it's going to be a good game. And as far as Ohio Dominican, I think Coach Warren has really turned the tables down there. They're off to a great start as well. And they've gotten out and traveled, played in Florida, played some strong Division II teams as well. So this is going to be a tough week for us. This is an important week for us to get off to a good start against the South.
Well, thanks for the time, Coach.
Thank you.
Be sure to log on to WSUathletics.com for all your preview information for women's basketball against Tiffin and Ohio Dominican this week.